Now when your dad got 2 championships, right? Mm-hmm. So did he ever tell you some of those stories and some of those great stories on how they acquired those championships or anything like that?
I mean, yeah, over time I've heard so many of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like just different games, different situations.
Were you at some of the games as a young kid?
No, I wasn't born, man.
You wasn't born
in 87,
when he got the championship?
bro. I was born in 87, bro.
Oh, my goodness.
That's why I told you I missed it all. All I would have caught was the little Achilles Clipper action. And like the only game I was at is like, because after that, he went and played overseas just damn near for fun.
I didn't even know he did that.
And like, he was balling overseas too. He did that shit just for like, I think, fuck, don't make me lie. I don't know if it was in Monte Carlo or something like that, but it was lit. But I went out there with him one time when he was playing. But yeah, I mean, bro, you know, he was a member of that NBA where they treated people real bad. Mm-hmm. This might be what 15 CBAs ago. This, you know what I'm saying? So at that little last moment, it's like, come on, man, they traded him to the Clippers on purpose. Let's just be real. That was the worst franchise. They fucked him over on purpose. Right. So whoever you want to talk about who's the problem, look at who pulled the strings on that trade. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're looking at, because you don't do that to a player you care about. Right. You don't send, and at that time the Clippers wasn't at the Intuit Dome and none of that shit. It was Donald Sterling, baby.
And your dad was a beast.
A monster.
A monster out there. We couldn't stay in front of him.
A monster.
He was a real problem.
Yeah, like Cass don't even understand how quick he was. It's like some De'Aaron Fox type of shit. Like you know, but and in a different time of basketball too. You know, if he was in this kind of basketball, definitely would be shooting probably 6-7 more shots a game. Yeah. Just because they'd be like, well, he just shoots it better than you. Why are we not gonna let Norm shoot? Like, you know.
Did they ever try to bring your dad on as like an ambassador for like the Lakers or the Clippers or any of those organizations after he finished playing?
I think initially they were scared of the old players. Not like the Lakers in particular, just the NBA period. You know what I'm saying? Like, even look at, when did Kareem start to come around? When did Worthy come around? When did they start to hire ex-players as coaches even? You know what I'm saying? So I think there was like, they're scared of them because they know that it's going to eventually be a hostile takeover, and they're going to lose all their coaching jobs. They're going to lose all their general manager jobs. They're going to lose all their personnel jobs, because it's going to be like, well, I love you, video coordinator, but I'm going to roll with Derek Fisher. And like, I'll take Jordan Farmer, Sasha, anybody. I'll take anybody who's played in the game over you.
Right.
By the way, it was Italy that he played.
Yeah, Italy.
Yeah. Italy?
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the top countries. Yeah. Period. I think that's the top country.
Yeah, especially back then.
Yeah,
back
for sure.
then it was not even close.
Eric Spoelstra was a video guy.
I don't think he's a good coach.
Huh?
Eric
Spoelstra?
Yeah.
Oh, you just saying that because he didn't play.
He didn't play.
But I mean, why is he a good coach? I mean, I don't know Eric Spoelstra, and I don't be in Miami, so I don't think this will ever come back to me. Like, I wouldn't talk about no Laker coach like this, because I know I would see that nigga. But like, I'm not gonna see Spo. Like, why is he a good coach?
Well, you can say the championships were because of the big three, but
yeah,
for sure.
I'm gonna say that.
Afterwards, it could be argued that.
And just so you know, Pat Riley played.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so
I know. He played in Kentucky, then, you know.
And Pat
he played in the
Riley.
league.
Yeah,
Pat Riley also
Lakers
does this in the background over there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
but did he, like, right now, is Miami Heat the most talented team? No, but they made it to the championship twice. It's not that's not that bad.
But that just shows people's lack of understanding of how basketball works. Like, if you look at their team, you understand how they beat people. Jimmy Butler is a dog, bro.
For sure.
Bam is a dog. Bam is strong as shit. You know, like, even when his GOAT conversation, all that kind of stuff comes up, I'm like, bro, honestly, if we want to tell the real top 10 players, like 6 or 7 of them are centers.
So what's your top 5?
Top 5 players?
Yeah.
Of all time?
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I'll probably say Kareem's number 1. Kobe and Jordan and LeBron are in the top 5. Then the 5th one's kind of hard because it's like, do you give it to Wilt, low-key, or Hakeem Olajuwon, or Shaq, or Tim Duncan, or whatever? Because to me, it's just like, let's be real. If you want to dominate a basketball game, you got to be big.
For sure.
They
trying to act like you don't have to be big now.
Wemby can do shit that Trae Young can't fucking dream of, and I don't want to hear about it.
Right.
I'm never taking anybody. Look, if I'm in NBA 2K and my players are both 99 overall and I got a 6'2" and a 7'2".
He's 7'2".
Get that little dude out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, I kind of put those guards in there because of respect. Because if I really have to just pick, if I'm like, all right, you get to go to the playoffs and you get to pick one, I'm not picking Kobe, Jordan, or LeBron over Hakeem Olajuwon. For one game?
One game? You're not going with Jay for one game?
I can't. Because look.
With Jay?
Look, offensively, Jordan is outdoing them all.
He led the NBA.
Kobe's next.
Remember, steals and blocks.
Who?
Steph Curry.
For a guard.
But Steph Curry has led in that statistic.
But to me, I'm going to be real, bro. As a guard, you can play the best defense ever. The most people you can guard is your guy who has the ball and a light help side.
That's it.
You got little this. That big can guard at least 3 people and sometimes 5 people every single possession. And y'all better be able to shoot threes, because if y'all thought y'all was coming to the rack, he can clean it up and finish the play. That's one of the most valuable things that doesn't get talked about. Like 10 blocks is better than like probably 10 steals. 10 steals is great, but that, you might have scrapped that out,
right,
stopped it off a ball, tipped a little something, get it, whatever. But like, you scared the whole team all night. You hoop before. You look down in warm-ups, and when you see that footer over there, you be like, shit, we got a night. We finna have a game. Like, or AAU when you was young.
Right.
Think about back before we finished our growth spurt.
Right.
When you look down and when 6'6" was as big as you had ever seen, you'd be like, shit, we got a game. Mm-hmm. They got a 6'6" big who can play. Like, you could deal with that guy, that's cute.
Right.
It looks good, but Kareem, skyhook, best shot ever, man.
Unstoppable.
Dominated every level of basketball. Middle school, high school, college,
won on all levels.
NBA. Was still MVP caliber at this old age. When he was 36, he still was winning finals MVP.
Played 20 plus years.
Come on, man.
That's hard. Yeah.
He was the longevity before LeBron even did this longevity.
Right.
So, and he didn't have nobody to go after. So to me, it's like, bro. And then when you meet these guys, because these dudes lying about their height now. What's the name just exposed him the other day? Kevin Durant. They interview him because they try to give him shit about being 7 feet tall. And he's like, no, bro, like, I'm not lying about my height. He's like, Embiid is lying. Bam is lying. Anthony Davis is lying. A lot of these guys are 6'9" and some change. And honestly, you forget it until you see a big from the 90s. Like, I went to a game not too long ago, and I was in a box with Eldon Campbell. Uh-huh. He's big as hell.
He was 7 feet.
Yes, and he's significantly larger.
Former Laker.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good.
Former Laker.
Come on,
Laker.
man. Yeah, I was with Eldon
Good
Campbell.
Athlete.
Bro, he's a real footer. He's
Right.
not a pretendo. Now the guys just. What Jalen Brunson say? How tall he say he is?
God,
Fuck outta here.
if he's 6'2", I would be so surprised. He looked tiny out there.
Trae Young, how tall he say he is? Fuck out of here.
Man, Trae Young, I'm not sure what Trae Young say, but it's no way in hell Trae Young 6 feet. It's impossible.
If he's probably like exactly
it says 6'1".
Yeah, and he's probably like 5'11" and some change. He probably wears shoes with a nice little thing all the time to make sure. Like, so again, to me, and even like in football, right? It's like if we were to switch sports, if I really want to dominate a game, I'm picking a heavy guy.
Right.
I'm picking give me a guy who weighs 350 and runs a 4.75, and let's dominate this fucking game. You weigh 185 pounds. That's cool. What you did was great, but you got knocked out when you came across the middle. They jammed you that one time, but Aaron Donald, what you gonna do with that?
Right. So how do you feel about the new basketball. The new power forward is 6'8" and he shoot threes. And the old game, he was 6'11" and he got rebounds, blocked shots, and was dunking on people.
So the new power forward on the losing teams is 6'8" and shoots threes.
That might be true.
The new power forward on the championship team is the same. Let's be very clear. The Phoenix Sun fed everybody the banana in the tailpipe with the run and gun. They lost, guys. They fucking lost. If you look at the NBA champions, they always got big guys because the only small ball bullshit they talk about is because of Draymond, right? That's the excuse for small ball. Bro, they had Andrew Bogut playing at a defensive player of the year vote level. He's a footer. They had JaVale McGee. Sean Livingston, big as hell off the bench. Iguodala's big for his position. Klay Thompson was big for his position.
Looney is wide.
So they never won with small people. That is a lie. There's never been a small people NBA champion ever. When LeBron won, he would have, Kevin Love and Verjao and
right.
What's his name? Ilgauskas or somebody. Or
Ilgauskas tall as hell.
The championship with the Lakers, Dwight Howard,
McGee, AD. That's how you win. How you lose is to buy into small ball.
Yeah, I'm not buying into small ball.
I'll
just be like, nah.
Post them up. Clear out.
I hate that whole mathematical science that they got going on with basketball. It drives me fucking crazy. I fucking hate it, man.
Bro, something my dad told me a long time ago, and a lot of the things I've learned, there were seeds that were planted in my head just from being around him and Coop and Magic or different people and hearing stuff around Kareem and being like, oh, okay. And then you see it when you get older and you're like, that's what he meant. So he was like, you have to be able to take shots, not take what's given. You have to be able to have an area where you can go get there and take that shot. And that is in the mid-range.
Right.
You don't want to do a take shot three. You don't want to do a take shot layup. It's too much traffic in there.
Right.
But the people tell you that's the worst shot in the game. But if the game is on the line, that's the only good shot that's always open.
Yeah.
So they've ruined basketball. They've cooked it.
They definitely have freaking ruined basketball.